Yo, usually I don't do an intro in my videos, but I thought I'd try something new today. So we'll start off here with a statistic I pulled off the good old YouTube analytics page. Uh, as you can see here, 50% of my viewers leave within the first 30 seconds of watching. So how about you don't leave? That's really all I got. Alright everybody, it's Pearsell coming at you with a live narration, and please send help because I can't decide whether this picture of a dog is cute or slightly scary. Anyways, if you played Skyblock in the past year, you'd know that the garden update came out a couple of months back, and with it came a lot of farming and a lot of money to be had. Now, before the garden update came out, gemstone mining in the Crystal Hollows was like by far the way to go if you wanted to make money on Ironman, but now that the garden's here, there's another option. But as you can tell by the title of today's video, I've decided to also do the Crystal Hollows because I have been grinding the garden if you've seen any of my past videos. But I think mining, still makes good cash, and it's a good utility to have, especially on Ironman. Also, if Cole's mare, you gotta be mining, bro. Anyways, if you cared why I was doing it, that's why. So first, as you can see on the screen, I started off by forging a couple of refined diamonds and a fuel tank for a ruby drill that I would craft later, and then after that, I entered the Crystal Hollows. All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're doing some Crystal Hollows because look. Cole is mayor, 3 perks, epic, and also right now mining fiesta is active, so we're gonna be doing some Crystal Hollows and try get ruby drill because this is all we have right now and it shouldn't take too long. Let's just buy this pass. All right, now the first thing that I'm going to need to go for is an armadillo pet, which if you don't know what it is, you can get from walking while the prehistoric egg item is in your inventory. Yeah, I don't know either, but seriously, it has a chance to hatch every time you reach one of the listed milestones, which unlocks a corresponding rarity. And here we are. Okay, first thing we want to get is armadillo, and we also want to pick Nimbus as well if we can. Armadillo, prehistoric egg is first order of business though, so we're gonna need to open some chests or maybe do a crystal nucleus front. I'll see. I'll just explore a bit, but we'll see what things are looking like, so it's gonna be great. And things were great. Within the first couple of minutes of me exploring in the Crystal Hollows, I had stumbled upon my first chest. Oh my gosh, the lag is real. Okay, not bad. Kind of crap actually, but that's still a lot of gemstones already, so I went ahead and crafted myself a gemstone sack so I could keep my inventory clear. It is very unorganized already. All right, some of our stuff finished. Going to collect it, and I think we can start golden plate. Yep, there we go. So after a lot of walking and opening chests, it became pretty apparent that I was not going to get a prehistoric egg anytime soon. Oh look, combat 26. Okay, so I think the plan is that I'm just going to do crystal nucleus, and then I'll find chests along the way, and maybe I'll get a prehistoric egg. But I probably won't get that or pick a nimbus from just chests, so we're just going to try to do crystal nucleus. Okay, if you don't know how crystal nucleus works, I don't really know what to tell you. You'll see how it works, I guess. But basically, there are structures which hold crystals throughout the 5 sections of the Crystal Hollows outside of the crystal nucleus in the middle. To get the crystals, you need to complete unique quests. Then you can redeem them at the crystal nucleus for some cool stuff. That's it. Here's a short compilation of me getting all the crystals. Okay, we use this like NEU wishing compass solver. We found King Yulker. Okay, everybody, we found Goblin Queen's den, and we have the King's scent. Let's go steal it. Okay, we found Bal. He just died, so we're gonna have to wait a bit. But in the meantime, we can kill some Yogs, I guess, and get some Yagi. Yo, realization here. Can I just grab it? Oh, sick. Bro, I'm just trying to get out of here. I'm gonna be honest. Play Valorant and survival Minecraft. Nice. Oh, let's go. Yo, stroke of luck. We found the key guardian. Let's go. We got 2 keys. Let's go. Okay, so I got a key. There you go. All right, let's try not fail this first try. Go. Yo, I think we made it. Okay, because I don't have much mining speed, I'm gonna put some flawed ambers on. With holding my titanium pickaxe, 1159 speed, and we also have Silverfish Pet. This is giving us 18 speed. And then, so we're like 1159, now we're at 1231, so not too bad of an upgrade. I mean, oh! There's the armadillo. Oh, and a treasure right.
The next day.
Okay, so it's the next day. We're buying another pass. Alright, so I found Mines of Devon. I'm just gonna do the metal detecting. Alright, after a bit of metal detecting, we have all the items we need to get Jade. So... okay, so now the only one we have left is Sapphire, and we need to grind automaton parts. Yay, fun. Alright, I've been grinding these out for like maybe 15 minutes, and we got all the parts we need. There we go. Alright, and after hours, even days of grinding, we finally had all the crystals we needed to complete the crystal nucleus run. Alright, and here we are in the crystal nucleus. We are going to place all the crystals. Last one. Let's see what we got. Okay, 2 prehistoric eggs, a Jade Emerald, not bad. Alright, so here's where I made the executive decision to go ahead and do 3 more crystal nucleus runs because I didn't get the Picanimbus, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically a pickaxe with really high mining speed, except it has a limited number of uses, and I would need it for a future video. Alright, so I started off by grinding 3 sets of the metal detector items and the Mines of Devon. I don't really know what to call them, but yeah, did that. So next I went for automaton parts, and for some reason the automatons just like would not drop electron transmitters. I don't really know, so it took me a while. Hey. Alright, I still need 2 more electron transmitters. I've gotten all the ones that I've needed, and I've gotten this many repeats of the other types, so I'm just gonna get a god pot and hope that I don't die. I have enough for multiple, so it should be fine. But this is going to give me a lot more magic finds, so hopefully that'll help a bit.
Granted, I downtimed for a little bit, but it shouldn't have made any. Ooh ee ooh ah ting tang walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ting tang walla walla bing bang.
So I have all the parts here. I have everything I need to do 3 runs, and then I already have an amethyst and a jade crystal because I already did those while I was there. Alright, and you heard it here first, folks. We were ready to do the 3 crystal nucleus runs, but I had to find Bal first, and let's just say I got pretty lucky. Also, rare armadillo, yay. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we dropped the Bal Pet, boys. Let's go! I got it. Alright, so yeah, we got the Bal Pet, which is pretty cool because that's the first Bal that I fought on this profile. So we got pretty lucky there, but I still had to complete the 3 crystal nucleus runs, so not really that much.
I wonder if I could no, the hype wouldn't do as much damage. Like mana regen mana pool, you can basically hype spam and not lose any mana at all.
Holy crap. Big spike.
Oh, I've got to step back. I'm terrified. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Oh no, everything's frozen. Ah.
What the heck?
That's tragic.
What?
I spent so much time on that.
Alright, here we are. I would try place all of the crystals, but I already placed the orange boy, so not gonna happen. Let's see what we got. We got Picanimbus, that's what we wanted. And Jasper Crystal. It's not really that useful right now, but we'll take it. Oh! And a Jade Emerald, let's go. Already 2 out of 4 Jade Emerald. Okay, everybody, last run of the day. Okay, not terrible. Actually, that was pretty terrible. Alright, so after 4 runs over the course of a couple of days, the main things we were able to get were the Piconimbus and the 2 Jaderalds. Also, we were able to get the Bal Pet, which wasn't technically from the Crystal Nucleus, but I'll count it anyways because it's just insane. And then finally, we were also able to get a bunch of gemstones, which we'll be able to use in the future. Oh yeah, and remember how Cole was mayor? Well, there was a mining fiesta active while I was in the Crystal Hollows, so I mined enough to get 6 fine ruby gemstones. Along with the engine and the fuel tank I had forged earlier, I could now forge the ruby drill, which would help a lot with mining progress. Alright everybody, we're at the forger. Drill engine is done, which means we can make the ruby drill. There we go. Alright, and now I'd just like to kindly direct your gaze to the bottom left of the screen. Yeah, you see that? You see that? 10:32. That means it's under 11 minutes. Let's go! My goal was definitely not to get it under 10 minutes. Anyways, if you enjoyed that video, do the thing, and I'll see you later. That took so long to edit.